college basketball fans, this is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Louisville taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, they've got Peyton. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And the Jayhawks with possession. 4-point game.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Freak. 5 on the clock. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly... placed assist. Rozier's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Here is Gaines. Paul passes to Terry. Sanders with the steal. Here's Rozier, covered by Duncan. To the inside, Matt, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Sanders, here we go. No luck. And Kansas the other way now. Paul with the ball. Terry dishes to Duncan. He kicks to Paul. There's the feed to Oubre. Duncan, the pass to Gaines. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. 6 to shoot. Oubre kicks to Paul. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Louisville leading by 4.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard, in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but...
Platoon swap here for Kansas. Here's Paul. Pass to Oubre. Back to Paul. Passes it to Gaines. Duncan dishes to Paul. Terry the pass to Oubre. Inside, it's taken away by Peyton. Outside, White. Dishes it to Peyton. And Sanders kicks to Mack. And he gets the bucket. Mack's got his second basket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Duncan dishes to Paul. Kicks it to Terry. Here's Oubre, and he banks in the layup.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Feeds it to Sanders. He dishes it to White. Down low, here's Rozier. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And it's Paul, top the key. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. 7 points for Freak. Rozier. The shot is off. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going. Back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Paul, he's in at point guard. Also Duncan out there, and it's Gaines in at the center. And for Louisville, White is out there with Payton. Then there's Sanders. And it's Rozier in at the point.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Paul, he's in at the point. Also Duncan out there, and it's Terry in at the 4 slot. And for Louisville, we've got Rozier. White is out there with Payton. Then there's Sanders, and it's Mack in at the 5. There's the pick. Rozier, the pass to Sanders. The dish to Mack. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the shot. White's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
That's good from Paul on the assist by Gaines. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Jayhawks. Rozier, the pass to White. Pass to Sanders. Here's Rozier, defended by Paul. Offensive rebound.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Here's Gaines. That's tipped, and that'll be Kansas's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks able to keep the ball here. So it's both teams making the score. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know, they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison coming out.
Paul in at point guard, and it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. Paul kicks to Daniels. Calderon dishes to Daniels. Paul outside. Here's the pass to Dedmon. Here's Boss. 6 on the shot clock. That's short off the rim. 4 on 3 break. Here's Hughes. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And Louisville leads by 2. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But you know what? That could change right here.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak. He doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Rozier. To the middle. Here's Mack. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. There's no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
So he comes up empty at the line. Duncan kicks to Paul. He feeds it to Gaines. Back to Paul. Fade away. It's rebounded by Louisville. Here's Rozier. He kicks to Mack. The 8-footer. And the rebound goes to Duncan. But plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer.
Puts it up from 17. Again, the miss by Paul.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The feed to Mack. Passes it to Rozier. Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there. Those are some big-time heroics at the strike. A little bit of defense, and they can put this one in the win column.
Duncan, the pass to Gaines. Lots of room. No good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management at this time of the game.
And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
So we see the Cardinals get the win here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.